And this segment was brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbooking app. Not only is it secure, but it is safe, and more importantly, Deke, it's reliable. We love reliability, right?
You can't beat reliability.
I mean, especially when it comes to money, right? I mean, I don't want to be playing with my money. I know you don't want to play with your money, right?
No, livelihoods are at stake.
No question, man. So, with that being said, DraftKings is doing something phenomenal, baby. They are offering a promo code. The promo code is what?
Moats.
Oh, man. How can we forget that? It's Moats. Promo code Moats. So if you use the promo code Moats, for all my first-time users out there, you will receive up to $1,000 in deposit bonus money. I don't think I heard myself correctly. How much money did I say for the deposit bonus?
1,000.
Holy cow. $1,000 in deposit bonus money. Use the promo code Moats, baby. So what are you waiting on? Download the app, use the promo code, get the opportunity to get paid, and let's make a little bit of money.
So what do you think the game plan is? Because I'm thinking, I'm good. I said let's go out guns blazing and everything the first time. Now with the circumstances being different, I'm good with trying to get something balanced going. Get Snell.
So it sounds like you've changed your tune a little bit.
Well, dude,
now you want to try some new stuff. Want to get the Reddit game going?
That's because it's a completely different ball game. Now.
If anything, this is the game now that I would love to see Ben go out here and throw it 1,000 times, man, from start to finish, baby. This the one.
Well, here's the thing, dude. I'm just about winning. I'm not about the stat padding and all this.
I am for the MVP race.
Well, dude,
I'm gonna need him to cook because I keep seeing the other guy do some crazy things and it's hurting me. All right. They even put up the little stat last night on Sunday Night Football. It was cute. I was like, oh,
wait. So you're jumping on here. You're jumping on the Ben for MVP.
No. I'm just simply saying. You just said that you don't care about the stats. I'm saying we've been pushing him for MVP, right? I've seen your work. While all of a sudden now you want to, it's not about stats. So you just been wasting time these past 10 weeks? Is that what you're telling me?
Not at all.
What's going on here? Now that you got a little steam, you don't want to talk about it?
No, because I don't equate the MVP just to stats. That's the thing.
I mean, they play a big part of it, though.
Unfortunately for the voters and all that stuff.
It's only unfortunate when it doesn't benefit our guy.
I don't know about that. I think stats are a part of it, but I mean, there's a lot of other things that you got to play into it too.
Yeah.
And Ben has good stats. So, but like, if it's just, we got to come out here with the Ravens, Ben throws for 4 or 5 touchdowns so he can get in the MVP race. How's that? I don't know what that has to do with MVP.
But no, he's already in the race. We've already said that. But we're talking about him being able to keep pace because we keep seeing another guy. He keep coming in here and doing this wild stuff, and you're just like, bro, how are you doing this? It was one quarter. How'd you pass for like 200-something yards in one quarter? Like, this is freaky. Like, it's that type of stuff. It's like, yo, Ben, I need you. But this is the perfect game for it. If you talk about, listen, at the college level, when guys win the Heisman Trophy, we're not going to sit here and act like they don't have one of them games versus San Jose State Community College Technical Institute, and they go out here and throw for 500 yards, 5 touchdowns. They're like, oh, yeah, man, look at the numbers right here. I'm like, come on, bro. We know that school they just played against. So I'm looking at this the same way. Ben go out there, light them up, and then from there, they're not asking how. They're not asking how he got those yards, how he got those touchdowns. We just simply at the end of the year going to read off his numbers compared to Mahomes' numbers, compared to Russell Wilson's numbers. That's all we're going to do. We do it every time.
I don't want to be doing that, though.
Why not? It's benefiting 7 this year.
No, not against those guys because they have the gaudier numbers.
Well, no. More so Mahomes. Him to Russell is closing. It's a little bit closer now.
Based off numbers, I mean, it depends on what you want, but because Ben has the better touchdown interception ratio, he's definitely been playing the cleaner ball over the past 4 or 5 weeks here.
But I think the biggest reason why I keep saying Mahomes is because the biggest thing that Ben has over all the other guys is the record element, right? It's like, okay, well, they might have the better numbers, but we have the better record. As it stands right now, Kansas City only has 1 loss compared to us being undefeated. So that gap isn't the same. Whereas you look at Russell, they've dropped a couple. You look at Josh Allen and Buffalo, they've dropped a couple. Obviously, Breeze is hurt. Brady has been inconsistent. So we can go down the list of these other players.
People will say Rodgers too, but I point to like, dude, he had like 2 or 3 games where they're just complete duds. I'm like, how can you do that? But everyone gets enamored with the game like last night or some of these other games where he completely goes off.
Yeah. But I still feel like Rodgers is outside looking in. I personally think it's Mahomes, Ben, Russ. I feel like those 3 are like the front runners of that conversation. I feel like Aaron Rodgers, if he continues like how he did last night, well, then it's different, right? But you just talked about it. Some weeks he looks great. then he's had some games where you're just like, bro, where's Aaron?
Like none of those other three quarterbacks had a game like he did against the Bucs, where it looks like you give up almost.
Mm-hmm. The only issue that Russ has had was the Bills game was the biggest one, where I think they turned him over 3
Cardinals
times
game
that game.
too.
He had 2 games back to back with multiple turnovers in a game, which was rare, unheard of for them. But we talked about the only reason why I think that would benefit him was because you saw how bad his team looked as a whole when he didn't play great. And then you see when they win, obviously he's always playing great whenever they win games. So,
and dude, I understand. Like, dude, Mahomes is like awesome. Like anyone that watched the game and anyone that's just watched him in general, he's awesome. But like my whole thing,
things that he does, you're just like, how?
And I agree, 100%. But my whole thing with the whole MVP stuff is like I try to look outside of the whole stat stuff. I say valuable, and like I do think Mahomes has a completely stacked team though. Mm-hmm. Still, like he has Tyreek Hill, he has Travis Kelce, Le'Veon Bell's his second running back. Mm-hmm. I mean, come on there. Andy Reid, the offense, like all that stuff, like his stats, like just how they play, they're going to be gaudy. Mm-hmm. So if we're going just off that, like if Ben was throwing the amount that Mahomes is throwing, he would have those type of stats too. So like that's why I just don't, I'm not going all based off stats
though, I do look at it like this. When people say if he was throwing that much, he would have the same type of numbers. If he was completing as much, he would have those same type of numbers because he does throw. We are very much a pass heavy.
No. Here's the thing: we're doing a different style of offense.
No. We take shots downfield. We said even this year, even though Ben has connected, we said that we have struggled a lot on the deep ball accuracy.
There's been a lot of pass interferences though.
Either way,
where that doesn't show up in the stat sheet.
Either way, we've seen pass interference. We also seen him missing. Whereas with Mahomes, that hasn't been the case.
He does have Tyreek Hill though. That's like my other point too. And it's not a knock on how like Mahomes is great, but no, it goes back to the whole MVP thing. Our receivers were looked down upon very much last year. Ben comes back now. We got a great receiving. But we
also added Chase Claypool and Eric Ebron.
I understand that, but
and Juju is healthy. It's a lot of factors.
But Ebron was like nothing. The Colts fans, they were happy to get rid of Ebron.
But he had 12 touchdowns the year before that.
No, I get that, but they
said last year because he was hurt in the whole situation where they lost their quarterback. Brissett went down for a little while as well. They kept trying to push Ebron to come back out there, and Ebron basically said, "I'm not healthy. I'm not coming out there." And that's what made them really get mad with him.
No, I get that. But all right, put Ebron with basically about 25, 26 other teams in the league. Okay. I don't know if he's doing what he's doing here.
I don't think that was the energy when we signed him. I don't remember that from you at all. When we signed him, you were singing a different tune. Don't get up here and try to downplay him now for Ben's benefit, man.
No, because I know
what you're doing.
It's not a downplay.
You just downplayed our receivers.
No, because that's what I mean. I believe in
our running backs. You downplayed our tight end. Like, bro, what are we doing here?
No, I believe in his talent. So
our guys are nice. We got a squad.
If you put him with Brady, Rogers, but that's what I mean. He would do good.
Our offense is loaded. Don't act like we have a bum offense. That is not the case. Our offense is loaded. You're trying to downplay our offense right now to help Ben's case. You are, bro. You just said our receivers are bad.
Nope.
You said our tight. You said Ebron's overrated. Year. I'm talking about this year, though.
We got Ben. We got Ben. It looks different. I wonder why.
We just said Ebron's a new addition. Claypool. No one expected Claypool. I mean, you take away Claypool's touchdowns. What are we looking at right
that's
now,
become such a common thing now, though. We draft a rookie receiver and they do really good. It is.
James Washington didn't do that in his first 2 years.
No, if you get the playing time though, that's
James Washington was playing though. He got some opportunities.
What?
James Washington was getting opportunities though.
Nah, I mean not like that. Not being featured like that. You have Antonio Holmes, Mike Wallace. I know AB in his second year when he started getting featured again. Like it's just been so many times. We draft young receivers, they come out and they ball out.
So poo-poo the receivers to make Ben better.
I'm not poo-pooing them.
Just did, bro.
No, I promise I'm not. I'm not.
We got bum receivers minus Ben. I got you. That's what you just said.
Nope, that's not what I said.
So what are you saying? Are our receivers good or not?
I'm actually taking what everyone else was saying last year and saying like, yo.
But we're talking about this year. I'm saying in this year in general.
But how do we go from everyone saying we have terrible receivers that can't get open?
But I just told you. I said last year, remember, Juju was hurt. We already talked about the quarterback.
Yeah, but he wasn't doing good when he was in, though, either. Like, it wasn't like that.
This was the thing, though. Even with Juju, right? We said that his injuries were still a little bit different than James in terms of him. Well, actually, him and James both did similar things in terms of going out there and not being healthy. Difference was James wasn't finishing games where Juju would still be out there. And we would say, well, man, he's not getting open. And then after the season, they say, well, he was dealing with injuries the whole year and things like that. So I chalked that up to that. We already talked about the quarterback play being an issue last year. That helped. That aided the lack of productivity with those guys. And then when you bring in a talent like Claypool, you bring in a talent like Ebron, that does help out. So it's multiple variables. And then we said at the quarterback position, you upgrade it. You go from Mason for a couple of games, Duck for a couple of games to Ben. like that should equate to more productivity as well. So I don't think that it was the receivers were terrible a year ago. I think you upgraded them and they're healthier and they have a way better quarterback now.
No, I'm not saying they're terrible or not, because whenever we did offseason stuff, I'm like, I think our receivers are going to do well because we get Ben back. Like we understood that for the most part last year. I think there were times where like our receiver, like they're not playing up the par completely here, but there's a lot of factors.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden we get Ben back. That's a huge difference, man.
Yeah, but we already said just a quarterback in general, quarterback brings that to the element. It's a reason why we said with Garrett Gilbert 2 weeks ago versus if Dak Prescott was out there. Does that mean Amari Cooper sucks? Does that mean CeeDee Lamb sucks? No. It just means that they don't have the quarterback play right now. So, yeah.
Dude, there were legit question marks about the receivers, though. Like, we're not questioning any of those 3 Cowboys receivers. Okay. But, like, throughout the course of last season, I think there were legitimate question marks.
Juju. Juju was the biggest guy because we said he's a number one receiver.
Yeah.
We said Deontay as a rookie, he was doing what he was doing, surprising us. James Washington, we felt that he was having a quiet good season. And we saw statistically that showed. But we said with Juju, the reason why it left a sour taste in our mouth because all of the talk, all of the hype all offseason was we got better because we lost AB. Juju was ready to step up and be the number one receiver. When he did not do that, that changed how we looked at our receivers. Even this offseason, we didn't have question marks about Deontay. We said we thought Deontay would take off like he's doing. We said he's in line for 100 catches, 1,000-yard receiver, being the number one guy. He's been showing that this year.
But if we didn't have Ben, what are we expecting? Another 500-600 yards?
But even last year, we said even last year, the reason why we were very hesitant to give Juju a pass was for Juju to have such a bad year. Deontay and James Washington produced. Their numbers were good. And that's what we said. We said, so it was more a Juju thing, and we were questioning, could he be the guy or not? Even this offseason when we drafted Claypool, could Juju be the guy? It wasn't our receiver's going to be good enough to elevate the play. No, it was could Juju. We need a legit number one guy. And now we have that. Whichever one you want to be the number one guy could be the number one guy. So I want Ben. If Ben doesn't have 30 pass attempts in the first half, I'm going to be a little upset, man.
Wow.
Actually, he shouldn't have 30 because then that means we not connecting on the big strikes enough. He probably have about 15 completions in the first half, bro.
14 for 15.
Yeah.
What are you saying? 275, 3 touchdowns?
Because what did Mahomes in the first quarter with yesterday?
I don't know.
Close to 3? It was like 275, 250. So he needs to be in that ballpark in that first half. Just be in the 250, 275. He don't have to go over 300. Just 250, 275. He's good. With a touchdown in there, and they'll be like, well, man, they blew out a Ravens team that was depleted. They took care of business. They did what they're supposed to do. Big Ben resting, 7 in the MVP conversation. Look at him raising. He says, I'll raise you one. I'll raise you one, Patrick Mahomes. Like, yeah, it's going to be that scenario, bro. I feel it, man. You not feeling that?
I want it. I'm good with it. But like I said, dude, like I said earlier, I'm not too worried about the stats or anything.
I don't like your MVP energy right now.
What do you mean? It's just that I know. It's just that I know. I don't got to sell anyone. I just know. I know the MVP is.
You sell it harder when he wasn't deserving of it, and now that he's deserving of it, you want to take a backseat role.
I'm not taking a backseat role. I told you. I laid it out. I told you everything. Why he's the MVP.
Man,
I laid it out
earlier on, man. The first 3 weeks, I couldn't get you to stop talking about Ben. You look on your social media, you wouldn't stop posting about Ben. Now all of a sudden, man, I ain't even worried about the stats, bro. I'm just trying to get this dub. Trying to get these wins.
That's what it's all about.
Like, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it is not. We got Revenge Tour. Revenge Tour means comeback player of the year, MVP regular season, Super Bowl MVP. All right?
I see it all happening.
Stats matters. Yeah. Stats matter. I need my stats from my 7. I need them. He's going to give them to her today, bro. He's going to give them to us Tuesday. I feel it.
I'm just good with the dub. I'm just doing whatever we got to do to win. And I think he would say the same thing. It's just we're all about winning. That's what it's really about.
Then y'all going to be complaining at the end of the year when the awards go a different way. Oh, snubbed. That's who's going to be snubbed. And I don't want to hear snub. I don't want to hear that. So let's take care of business now while we got the opportunity.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean snub?
For a fact, man, if Ben just goes on these next couple of games, just wins, air quotes, he just wins. Doesn't play great, just wins. And then at the end of the year, they give out the MVP award. And
wait, he could play great and win and still get snubbed, though.
No, but I see this. I think our view of snub is different. To me, snub is if he doesn't even receive a vote because he hasn't received a vote in his career. I think he gets votes this year. Now, him winning or not, I think that's going to come down to what he's able to do compared to Mahomes. But
that just comes down to the
if he's not getting votes, if he doesn't get votes, though, that's a big time snub. That's all I'm saying. So I don't want to hear that, and I feel like that will happen if he goes on these next games of just doing enough to win, not lighting it up. So I want my man to light it up.
Wait, but hold on. What if we have a different game plan though? And we're running the ball and we're gashing them, running the ball, and we're doing.
What week is this right now?
Huh?
What week is this right now?
Well, listen, dude.
What week is this right now?
We just said how many guys they're gonna have out.
What week is it right now?
It's week 11 or 12? I have no clue.
What game throughout these 11 weeks have we seen our Renegade
this is
lead?
Why.
Just tell me that. Just when have we seen it? We talked about Jacksonville. Jacksonville's running defense was terrible. We talked about Dallas. Dallas running defense was terrible. We talked about Cincinnati. Cincinnati running defense was terrible. So you tell me which defense we ran on to make you feel like this is going to be the time.
This is why I wanted to go guns blazing the first time. But now I guess you could say.
Like if this is the week. This is
how you've laid it out though. This is a notch below Jacksonville and Cowboys here. So I think we should be able to get some running going.
Man, come on, man. We stuck, baby. Just I don't even want to just throw the ball. Just throw the ball. This is the week to throw it. I want Ben to listen. We don't have Matt Canada, right? He's on the COVID list. So this could be the week.
What do you mean? That Ben just takes the reins and
just calls it as is. This is the week. You always been wanting it, right? You talked about it. I've seen people mention it a couple times. If not this week, then when? Are we gonna wait till we got like a team that's full strength? No, let's try it on a team that's down like this. I would love to try that out versus this team just to see, because if it doesn't work great against this, then it's not going to work at all. But if it works against this, then we can
continue the running game or
no. I'm talking
shotgun.
about Ben just calling it the whole way. Shotgun, empty, call it the whole time from the line of scrimmage. Haven't we not seen people say that?
Listen, bro, I'm good with it. I'm good with it.
This is the week then. I want to see that this week. This is the week I would love to see him come out here. Because if you can't do it against this, don't ever bring it up again. That's all I'm saying, baby. This should be the week.
Wait, what if we don't do it though?
We're gonna do it. I mean,
that's what you're feeling. Is that an inside scoop?
No, I'm saying this like not for the whole game, but we're gonna do it because we've done it every game this year. We've seen a quarter or you know what I mean, where he's predominantly out of the gun.
You think we start it this way though?
I hope so.
Okay.
I hope so. I don't know if we will, but I hope we do. Just for that sake, for that part of the conversation.